What's up, family? If this is your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe on YouTube, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm going to let a few hundred of you guys come in, and then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I am going to give some shout outs to the early birds. Yeah, I see Kelly Adrian is in the building. Is that Miss AP? Phyllis Brown. What's up, Phyllis Brown? Miss Jazzy is in the chat. Miss Jazzy is our regulator. She ain't playing no games with y'all. Keep that in mind. I do have something I want to do real fast, fam, before I continue. This is very important here. I want to share something with y'all right quick. Let's see. We got Kenny Mack in the building. Kenny Mack, Kendrick Smith, Samuel, Brandy Nuance is in the building. Yeah. All right. Okay, fam, I'm going in. Now, this is a cold-blooded case right here, fam. This is cold-blooded. We got a woman who got upset with her boyfriend. So she went and retrieved all of his banking information, PIN number, routing number, account number, shared his debit card number, information, everything, and posted it on Twitter. And the FBI is now on her head. Lock her up. Lock her up. Lock that uncivilized mud up. That's right. I said it, fam. You got to be mentally sick to do something like that. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, fam, and you got to actually be slow up top to do something like that. You got to know that's illegal. Common sense would tell you that an act like that would probably fall somewhere under the guidelines of illegal activity. She did this to a guy who has an account at Navy Federal Bank. Navy Federal Bank. Federal lets you know off the rip, just in case you didn't know, any banking institution is federal. They put it in the name just to remind you, just in case you had some stupid idea to share your significant other's banking info online. Just randomly throw out this man's banking information. Family. Allegedly, people were online buying beds, PlayStation 2s and 1s or whatever, or 4s, whatever the latest PlayStation is. They were paying mortgages, car notes. Now, to you idiots who took that information and paid your bills, your dumb ass is going to get a knock on the door. At the very least, you just put yourself on probation. Some of you are going to jail over some stuff. You know how dumb you got to be to listen to somebody. First of all, you got to be dumb to share the information, first of all, but to have to take that information and use it to make purchases. You got to be a super dummy yourself. Boy, it's the blind leading the blind out here. Somebody, in fact, there was some people telling her that was illegal. Don't do that. And she did not care. She said she didn't care. She didn't care nothing about it. She didn't care nothing about it. She didn't care nothing about posting the information. So obviously she didn't care nothing about going to jail. And she had the nerve to post in her caption, "I feel complete." I feel complete. Well, let's see if she feels complete after she completes that jail sentence. Let's see if it still feels good to her. Is it still good to you? Who sung that song? Is it still good to you? Who sung that? Let's see if it's going to be still good to her. People, you got to get out of the way of emotions. You got to stop allowing your emotions to control your actions. This is a chick who got mad at her boyfriend for whatever reasons, and I got one that's coming up that might be plausible, but allegedly this is the reason why. I got the reason why she did what she did. Because everybody was asking like, well, damn, he must have really, really did something bad to make her do that. He must have really, really, really did something bad. Well, I don't know, fam. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think this is bad? Allegedly, both of them are scammers. And allegedly, he ran off with the money. That's what they're saying happened. That's the word on the streets. Word on the street is they're both scammers, and he ran off with the money. So she wanted to get him back. This reminds me of something that many of us do when somebody wrongs us. Oftentimes when somebody hurt us, when somebody harm us, we end up hurting and harming our own self out of vengeance. We want to get back at the person. We're angry. So out of anger, we end up hurting ourselves even more. We might decide, you know what, I'm mad. This person hurt me, so I'm going to take a gun and I'm going to shoot them. Now you just put yourself in a deeper hole. You're going to jail. You're going to prison. Or you decide, you know what, I'm going to take my own life. You just threw your life away over somebody who didn't even care about you. Or you might decide to get drunk, start drinking, and now you can't go to work. You can't function. You can't talk to your children. They losing respect for you because you're coming in all drunk and fall. You can't stay up, falling all over the place, embarrassing yourself, embarrassing your children, embarrassing your wife, embarrassing your husband. So you hurt yourself like that, or you decide, you know what, I'm going to do some drugs, I'm going to shoot up, I'm going to pop some pills, I'm going to snort some cocaine, I'm going to do something to try to stop the pain, to try to manage the pain. And the best way to manage pain is to keep waking up. Because like objects in a rearview mirror, those problems become smaller and smaller the further away you drive from them. That's life. So you just got to put it in your head. Okay, I'm in pain. Oh, I'm stressed. I'm depressed. That's part of life. Everybody go through it. We all deal with it. So I feel what's happening to me. I'm depressed. I'm saddened. I'm hurt. I'm angry. I feel it happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep waking up. I'm going to try to find me something to do to get my mind off of it. Maybe I'll catch up on some old comedy that I like, watch some Good Times or something, find a movie that I ain't watched in a while, find something to busy myself. Maybe I go and make somebody else happy, go visit somebody or something, visit an old relative or a friend or something that I ain't talked to in a long time. Just do something to get my mind off, busy myself. And even as I busy myself, that person is going to creep into my head. They're going to creep into my conscious. So that's part of the experience. I might even let off, a few tears or something. That's part of the process. All of that is part of the process. You got to allow yourself to feel. You have to, when you're going through things, you got to allow nature to take its course. You got to allow yourself to feel. Allow it. It's okay. You ain't got to just be in a rush to try to control the situation and be in a rush to try to make it stop. Just allow yourself to feel and just go through it and keep on living. Keep doing your thing and things start getting better like that. But if you start getting desperate and you start making these emotional decisions, you're going to hurt yourself even further. That's one thing that I try not to do. I try not to self-harm, If I have an issue, if something happened, if a problem occurs in my life, I try my best to not let it be self-inflicted. I really be mad at myself when I self-inflict problems. I'm really mad. I don't mind spending money on what I want. If I want to give to charity or give to somebody, that's good. I'm cool with that. But what I don't like doing is spending unnecessary money. Like, for example, one day I inadvertently left the water on in my sink at one of my houses upstairs. And the sink was stopped up and it didn't have an overflow. So the water hit the floor and it leaked to the ceiling, leaked through the ceiling in the downstairs room. And it just messed everything up, fam. Had to repair the ceiling, all that. I spent a few $1,000s, because it was something I did. I really hate that. I don't care if it's $2. I don't like spending money unnecessarily. Like, I don't like just giving my money away to people who already got it like that. Like giving it away to a repairman, a construction worker. I don't like that self-inflicted stuff. So same thing in life. If I got an issue or whatever, I might have a drink, but I'm not finna get drunk. I'm not finna become an alcoholic behind some problem. Ain't nobody finna, oh yeah, look at him now. I'm in the gutter because of how I responded from a personal situation or a personal relationship. I'm in the gutter now. I'm a crackhead, or I'm in prison, or I'm dead. I don't want that on my record. So this chick right here allowed her pride to get in the way. She allowed her emotions to get the best of her. And the FBI is on her head now. And you can only wonder if those people who took advantage of that situation had any idea that they were going to jail. And if so, how dumb do you have to be to risk getting a criminal record and going to prison over some stuff, over paying a bill, over a PlayStation? Make no mistake about it. Even if you bought something and it only cost $50 and you use that number that she put out there and you use that PIN number, you getting a case. And it's going to cost you a lot more than $50. The lawyer might cost you $5,000 alone, dummy. Yeah, she going to jail. Let me put a picture up. Okay, y'all got to see this. Make sure y'all avoid this chick by all means. Make sure you avoid her. This is trouble. This is a troubled woman. A troubled woman. I read somewhere where somebody said that she was making Black women look bad. Unfortunately, she does. Just like if a Black man does something bad, he makes Black men look bad. Unfortunately for us, we're probably the only race that exists who are not, where the individual is not held responsible for his own actions. The whole entire society, Black society, is held accountable. And when it happens, the worst thing, we know what other people think, but the worst thing is when Black people jump on board and buy into that same narrative and look at what she did and think that that's a representation of all Black women. That shows me how ignorant you are. I don't care what your education is. I don't care how much education you have. I don't care how well you speak. I don't care, how top notch, your vocabulary is. You sound stupid. It's like they don't even, it's like the Black guy who talks like that don't realize that he's damaging the image. He's helping to damage the image of the Black women who he proclaim or profess to care about, right? Because some of them will be quick to say, well, I got a daughter, I love my daughter. But you're going to make these sweeping generalizations and make your daughter's life harder because they're going to look down on your daughter too. They're going to look down on and your daughter might be young right now and you're not thinking that one day she's going to be a grown woman. But these seeds that you're planting, these videos, these negative videos that you're making about Black women are going to live for a long, long, long time, well past your lifetime. And your daughter eventually is going to become an age where she catches up with those videos. And the words that you speak are going to adversely affect her life because there are people who are dumb enough to take those words to heart, mainly because they want to. Same thing with the Black women who play that game, who talk down on Black men. It's hard for me to believe that they ain't got at least one Black man that they claim to love. And if they do have that one Black man that they claim to love, whether it be a brother, a son, or a father, then, or even a friend, just a platonic friend, it seems like to me, common sense would tell them that talking down on Black men and making sweeping generalizations about Black men is damaging. And it's going to adversely affect that one Black man in the whole entire world that she claims to love. Or that one Black boy in the entire world who she claims to love, who will eventually become a man. But, I realize as time goes by, there's a lot of slow people, a lot of slow pokes on the internet. Some of them have 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees, but they still dumber than a bag of rocks. Stay clear from this chick right here. Good God, she is the worst of the worst. Oh, she going to jail. Make no mistake about it. She's going to jail. She going to jail. So if you're just not joining, we're talking about an Atlanta woman who shared her boyfriend's banking information. I'm talking about account number, routing number, PIN number to the Navy Federal Credit Union card, everything. Just put it all the way out there. And you got dummies who took that information and started using it and charging it. And they basically just ran right through his account, depleted the funds. And the word on the street is that both her and him were scammers. So they're saying it really wasn't his money. They scammed it, and he tried to run off with the money. This is why she posted it. They be scamming people. That's what the word is on the streets. So she going to the big adult jail. She going to the big adult jail, prison. That's the big adult jail. She going to the big adult jail. Family, I don't know how many times I've seen this, where people are already getting over, where you got thieves, co-conspirators, and one gets mad at the other and decides to expose the other to legal ramifications. And the next thing you know, they sitting in jail right next to him looking like a dummy. Had she not put that information out there, she would not have opened herself up to an investigation. So now when she trying to act like she's a victim, they're like, hold on. No, you're not just a woman scorned. You's a scammer scorned. Put these cuffs on. Come with us. Dumb. Just dumb. Damn, there's a lot of dumb people on the internet. And you got one dummy set off a thread of other dummies. And the FBI ain't got to do a lot of research to figure out who the other dummies were. All they got to do is look at the charges, go back, match those IP addresses, and voila, yo dummy, you super dummies. She going to adult jail. That's if she's still alive, because there are also rumors that she was killed. Yeah. I'll tell y'all something. That Navy Federal, they ain't nothing to play with. It's a good banking institution. Very good to establish your credit and stuff like that. Get low interest rates. They're very good in that regard. But if you go in there with that scam stuff, oh, you going to prison. And you going to federal prison. And who knows how big their network is? Because a lot of the scammers, they have other people who work with them. Who knows how big that network is? How many more people gonna go down? If you, first of all, don't get involved in any kind of criminal activity. But if for some unfortunate reason, if you find yourself in a situation like that, do not. And if you find yourself in a situation like that, and one of you guys who are breaking the law, violate, try to get over on the other, exposing the other to an investigation ain't the answer. Because when you expose that person's going to expose you. Now, both, it is the very definition of cutting off your nose to spite your face. My Uncle Will, got an Uncle Will, shouts out to Uncle Will. My Uncle Will says criminals are dumb. He say because they always miss something. He say they dumb. And he right. When I think about my life of crime, when I think about what I did, that was dumb. It was dumb every single time. Dumb. Like, it wasn't like I was smart and it was like I did something super smart and it was crafty, it was ingenious, and how in the hell did they catch me? Good God, how could they catch me? No, it was dumb. And no matter how sophisticated you think it is, eventually what's done in the dark will come to light. That is a fact. She going, well, I know I said she going to the big house. I mean, she going to the big jail, but she might be going even further than that. She might be going to the upper room because rumors are on the streets that she was killed. So hadn't been able to verify that, but that's one of the other rumors. The first rumor is that both her and the dude were scammers. They were scammers. So it wasn't his money in the first place, but it was in his account. So, and he tried to run off with the plug. He run off with the money. And, she exposed him. In the process, she exposed herself. And her actions could have possibly caused her life. Nuna B, what up? Nemo. Yeah, Nemo, I guess when I say it's good, it just depends on what you're trying to get. All of those banks in the United States of America pretty much operate the same. When you start talking about loans to Black folks, I bet you all of their denials are pretty much on par. Deniers to Black folks, I bet you it's a big discrepancy between loans to Black folks and other folks all the way across the board in any banking institution, including your favorites, Bank of America, Chase, and Bank of what is it? Bank of America, Chase. What's the other big one? Got Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Yeah, I'm sure that disparity is pretty consistent across the board. What's up, TT? Kenny Mac. Robinette Clark. Robinette. I ain't never heard that name. That's kind of live. Robinette. What they call you, net? Some people say Robin, some people say net. Judge Dreads. Scrosis Morgan. Is that Scrosis? Scrosis. Yeah, Scrosis Morgan. Reliable Mom. What it do? Reliable Mom. What it do, Reliable Mom? I see. Who is that? Who is that? Kaylee Vegas.
Another one.
Willie D, this greedy insurance company won't give me my money.
She thought she was gonna get a check.
Say less.
Hey, we got another one.
Holy cow, it's Willie D with Wise Guys.
Where's my client's money? Cut the check. Here's your money.
Wow, look at all those zeros. Thank you, Wise Guys.
If you've been hurt in an accident due to someone else's negligence and you want to get paid, contact Wise Guys. And to you greedy insurance companies and employers who don't want to pay people what you owe, don't say I didn't warn you. Shula Cole is in the building. Soup Bone. Soup Bone. Love Moves. Pamela, is that Gatson? Pamela Gatson in the building. Who is that? Janice Hurt, appreciate you. Kali, okay. Kali Vega. Appreciate that correction. Kali Vega. MK Hooks, what it do? I see y'all digging the commercial. I appreciate that, fam. Yeah, I had fun making that commercial. Boy, that slap was vicious. But yeah, fam, yeah, if you need some assistance, you know what I'm saying, you got an injury or wrongful death or whatever, man, contact Wise Guys. You know, we'll link you up with the proper qualified legal team who can go out there and get the biggest chunk of bread for you. You know, a lot of these legal people, a lot of these insurance companies and employers be trying to get over, man. They try to give you crumbs or whatever. It's disrespectful to me. You know, I'm a fighter, so, you know, I like to, you know, I take it personal. Like, I be taking it personal. Like that, what? How much? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. Then y'all, you got to put that pressure on them. See, we apply that pressure. Wise Guys, we apply that pressure. And, yeah, we're going to apply that pressure on them. But no, how they say it? What's the disclaimer? No one was hurt in the making of this commercial. We don't condone violence. Okay, I got that out the way. All right. DJ Don, what up? Leonard Hargrove, what it do? Charlena R, what's up? Chicago Pete in the house. Angela Alexander, Michael Miller. Roddy says, Senator Pelicans Bay. Yeah. Robert Jessen, what's up? What's up, Maureen? More raps. June McNeil, TT, Texas in the building. Insane Mob, Julia Baldwin, Robert Jetson, I call Rob. 2 to Tango. You got that right. Chimney Banks. That's right. Cut the check. You make those suckers cut the check. You know, a lot of times people get injured. They have a wrongful death or whatever. And it, for some reason, it's Black folks who think that when stuff like that happens, that if you try to be monetarily compensated, that somehow you're being, you're dishonest or something. Like if you try to get money, because of your injury, besides just getting yourself fixed up, going to the hospital and having, I don't know if you dislocated your shoulder, some got your knee head knocked off, whatever. They think, anything beyond just the hospital bills is somehow being deceitful or greedy or something. Some Black people think like that. Like, or if they lose a loved one to the hospital, they think, well, God just wanted to be. Nah, man, a lot of these people be getting involved in malpractice. A lot of this stuff be malpractice. People don't just be dying like that. A lot of this stuff is malpractice. My bad. A lot of this stuff be malpractice. And if that's the case, you deserve compensation. A person's loved one deserves compensation. If somebody take one of your loved ones from this planet prematurely because of their negligence, you deserve to be compensated. The survivors deserve to be compensated. And one of the ways that America has decided that people can be compensated is with money. And y'all know it's 2 ways to get somebody attention in this country: money and blood. Start talking about money or blood. Somebody got killed, somebody got shot, and you can get people's attention. Money and blood. That's how you get people's attention in America. So we ain't talking about going out hurting somebody. We ain't condoning violence. But we are talking about getting paid, making them pay what they owe. It ain't gonna make you whole, but it'll penalize them. And especially if you got a loved one who was, let's say that loved one was a provider, whether that loved one was like providing money, or that loved one was taking care of the kids or something like that, that money helps to, it ain't gonna ease the pain, but it eases the financial burden. That's what that money is for. I ain't never letting them slide. If I get in a car wreck, I got time. I don't care what's going on, I got time. If I get in a car wreck and get injured, I got time. I'm going straight to the therapist. I ain't got enough money to not get more money. I got time. Some of us, we get in car wrecks, man, we like, well, I'm okay. I'm okay. That's okay. I ain't going, nah. Put me in the ambulance. Put me in the ambulance. I need to get checked out. I need to make sure everything is good with me. After I get checked out, okay, I need some therapy. I'm going to therapy. I need to make sure, because sometimes you can get hurt and you don't feel the effects until days later or weeks later. That happens a lot. That happened to me, way back in the gap. It happened to me when I was a youngster in my 20s, early 20s. Got into a car wreck, everything. I thought I was good. About 3 days later, I'm playing basketball, went up for a rebound, and whole back just locked up on me. They make us pay. The insurance company is making us pay. When you paying insurance, that's what insurance is for. You get hurt, make them pay. When somebody else is paying insurance, if they're negligent, you hit the insurance company. You make them pay. Get hurt on the job, that's why the companies pay all that insurance. Make them pay. I ain't that loyal to no company. If I get hurt, I'm hitting the insurance company up. That's what it's for. They're going to make you pay. Why not make them pay? I'm going to make them pay. All right, fam. Judge Dredd. Who was that? Judge Dredd? Yeah, I'm going to do a recap right quick. So that's my time, fam. But the recap is we got this young lady out of Atlanta who, well, I ain't going to call her a lady, but woman out of Atlanta who got mad at her boyfriend and shared his banking information. I'm talking about the routing number, the account number, the PIN number to the credit card at Navy Federal Union, a Navy Federal Credit Union. People in turn who were on Twitter got that information and used it to pay their bills, pay mortgages, car notes, buy a PlayStation, buy a bed, among other things. And word on the street is, first of all, the FBI launched an investigation. But more importantly, for her, the word on the street is she was killed. Now, I'm assuming that if that is the case, that she was killed because of her actions. Once again, allowing their emotions to get the best of them. People acting off emotions. They're acting off emotions as opposed to logic. Common sense. Common sense would have said, don't share that information. It was because of her actions. Now, he may have did her wrong, but the way she responded set off a whole new series of events that allegedly culminated in her death. So this is why it is very important to not make decisions based off of emotions. Stop getting on the internet, sharing everything. As soon as you get mad at somebody, jump on the internet, all emotional, and go, all that stuff. Y'all ain't seen enough people get killed on the internet for running their mouth, posting stuff about people. Y'all ain't seen enough people get killed. I've seen women, men drive from one state to the next, shooting women with shotguns, women out and gay men and got killed on this internet. People talking about somebody pull up and put them things up in them. All kinds of stuff on this internet, running that trap, talking tough on this internet will get you killed. But I guess some of y'all don't care. Anyway, fam, that's my time. Y'all be careful out there, family. Be careful, be careful, be careful. And when somebody do you dirty, before you jump on this internet, family, think. Give it some time. Don't just jump on the internet. The internet ain't going nowhere. And if you like drama, people love drama. So there's always room for drama on the internet. If you got some drama, you can wait. You can post drama at 1 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 a.m. It doesn't matter what time. You can post it on a Sunday, a Monday, a Tuesday. You can post it while you're at the post office, in the club. You can post it in the middle making love. People love drama. So you got time. If that's what you want to do, you got time, but think about it first. Like put some thought into like, if I post this, what are the possible outcomes if I post this? And what is the worst thing that could happen if I post this? What's the worst thing that could happen? Oftentimes, we just think, if I post this, it's just between me and this person. And maybe it's just going to be an argument or whatever. Sometimes we think, oh, he's going to get mad. He's going to want to try to come looking for me. I'm going to be ready. We're going to shoot it out, whatever. I'm going to kill this food out of that. Or maybe he's going to kill me. I don't even give a damn. But what if you don't just get killed? What if they kill your child or your mama or your sister or your significant other? You know what I'm saying? What if that happens? You got to think. See, people are always thinking about what they'll do. They don't really never think about what the op would do. What will somebody else do? That's what you got to think. When you're making moves, just like when you're negotiating business, you have to be 2 steps ahead before you put an offer on the table. You ought to already know, okay, if they respond like this, I'm going to respond. I'm ready for this. When I do business, when I'm negotiating contracts, I pretty much know. I pretty much got an answer. I already know how I'm going to respond and what's the person's possible response is going to be to that offer. I kind of already know. I got an idea. So I'm already ready with my response, how I'm going to counter. I'm already ready. That's how you got to be with this internet. And at the end of the day, no matter what, your actions have to be consistent with the outcome that you want. So if I'm presenting somebody a contract or somebody present me a contract and I counter and I really want the deal to happen, if they counter, I can't just say no. You know, it wouldn't be a good idea for me to just say no deal. If I really want it to happen, I got to think about it a little bit and maybe counter and try to offer something just a little bit, give up a little bit more than I wanted to. Because really, when it comes to business, a good deal is when both sides hurt a little bit. Y'all be careful out there, fam.